In the first Chinatown mission, you can get the best sniper rifle in the game, and then just have that for every equip loadout or whatever in contracts. It's just it's literally like 50 feet away from the target, just on the second floor of a shop.
What do you think?
It still smells like duck sauce.
Yeah, the fish sauce never goes away. I mean, it's literally anchovy juice and salt.
Fair enough. It stains the walls, the popcorn ceiling. Would I what? What were you saying?
That shit turns out real fucking good, though. That was some good-ass chicken.
That was some good... You sent me that recipe. Really bad for you, but I'm sure it's fine as a marinade, because it's not like you're eating the whole thing.
The thing is, when it comes to sodium, when it comes to tracking sodium micros...
Yeah.
Is the 100% daily recommended amount is exactly what your body processes every day.
Fair enough.
As long as you stay below 100%, you will process out all that salt.
But
it literally does not matter.
But
there's no difference between 1% sodium and 100% sodium to your body.
Here's the thing. I went on a diet 4 years ago.
Also, sodium does not have a very large effect on your weight.
I went on a diet 4 years ago when Welcome to Flake came out. Like right before it premiered, I had been doing broccoli, chicken, and rice. That was my dinner for a month. I also did calorie deficit. So I ate 2 packets of instant oatmeal and a protein shake every morning for breakfast. Lunch would come and go. It'd be like fucking turkey sandwich one day, steak the other. I lost 24 pounds cutting out sugar and salt. So it does matter.
No, sugar's the big thing. Salt doesn't matter.
Like just drinking soda pop, I mean, fuck, cutting that out is probably what lost me half that weight.
Sugar matters a lot. If you cut out sugar, you'll lose weight. Sodium is...
What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
I'll defend you, Victoria.
I thought this was I thought this was just a really long cut. Oh.
No, you were supposed to duck into a side room.
Yeah,
so you
I get that.
I'll protect you, Vic. She like falls. She's dead. She's like, oh, whoops. Whoops.
But yeah, sodium more or less just doesn't matter.
You dumb idiot. Curtains. What are you doing? You don't want to get carried away. You don't want to get complacent. You can't just say, oh, this salt here and this salt here, and I'll be fine.
Okay, but here's the thing.
You got to keep track of it.
Your body stores sugars as fat as a reserve energy source. You know what your body does with excess salt? It says, wow, there's a lot of salt. I'm going to make you really sweaty today.
Ugh.
If you eat 200% salt, you get really fucking sweaty. And you maybe gain like 0.00001 pounds. If you have excess sugar, your body's like, okay, you know what? You're gaining 4 pounds today.
How do you feel about the fact that at some point in history, people killed each other over salt?
Based?
Like legitimately, what was it, the 1200s when England started sharing salt? The salt trade began, and they shared it with Japan and Asia and southern or northern Africa.
We also killed each other over jasmine and lavender, which is honestly completely reasonable because jasmine and lavender are fucking delicious.
Also, clothing dye. Back when blue or whatever used to be royal colors because the dye was rare to make. Does it not blow your fucking mind that I can just go to Walmart and get some blue hair dye? Oh no, when did we start playing Payday 2? Wow, good job. Salt used to be the god, what's it called?
Still is.
The god seasoning. Because,
Still is.
Right, get this, it's perfect. It goes well with everything.
But nowadays we have Cajun two-step.
What are you doing? You're not even trying.
I'm drunk.
You wait for them to walk away.
I am drunk.
You sneak around. Hitman goes, it's me, 47, as he garrots someone.
I'm drunk.
Oh my god. Dude, we're halfway through Hitman 47 Absolution. We have not garroted a single person.
Now you have to do the garrote in the tutorial, but otherwise...
No, you didn't. We didn't do it.
Okay, I'll garrote him.
No, don't garrote it. Let's save it for something special. What are you doing?
I'll garrote him. I'll garrote him.
Guns drawn. 47's getting plastered with bullets. He's walking up with his piano. He's like, come here. That was in the trailer for the second Hitman movie where he's on a train and he garrotes someone, he pulls him over his back to choke him. I thought that was neat. That's a cool little thing. Like, Hitman would do that. He'd use gravity. Oh, no, not the security guard.
Free him?
No, just shoot him. Who cares? Don't swim. What else?
Dr. Mario 2.
What is Brental Floss up to now? No, we gotta save it.
Brental Floss makes like one video a year because he's established enough as a YouTuber that he can just
Co-stop revenue?
He can just run a Patreon where he doesn't supply anything to his patrons.
So he's like a Hazbin Hotel kind of guy.
Yeah.
Hey, wasn't it funny when Vivzy, the creator of Hazbin Hotel, that didn't make Hazbin Hotel?
Wasn't it funny when the creator of Hazbin Hotel's mom was like some fucking Disney executive?
Oh, did you? Oh, she also went to a private art school that's $25,000 a semester, and she has a bachelor's. But never mind that. Hey, did you watch that Scooby-Doo AI thing I sent you?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think? What do you think about poor what's his face?
I think people who complain about AI are ultimate soys.
Fair enough.
Like
Fair.
all the AI complaint basically comes down to like it's hypothetical plagiarism because it's
Taking
language
jobs from
model.
people who are too lazy to.
Not even that, but it's like people are like, oh, it uses people's voices.
Wait, behind you, on the floor, there's a shotgun.
I have a Bible.
Yeah, but a shotgun with
I don't need a
shells. Yeah.
Everyone, all the people who are like, oh, it's so fucked up that they use people's voices for their language.
Release
model.
L trigger and then
And
reset it, and it'll auto aim.
It's plagiarism that they're using people's voices for the language model or gigasoys. They're almost as bad as the people
Pause. No, I'm not literally. Just wait until they turn away.
They're almost as bad as the people who are like, man, I hate cryptocurrency because it's so bad for their environment while they're tweeting from their iPhone on the fucking Starbucks Wi-Fi and drinking non-locally sourced coffee beans that are taken from some poor fucking South American country.
Two things. One, Hitman's superpower is third-person camera, where he can look over ledges until people turn away. Two, here's exactly what happened with that guy. I don't know anything about it. Here's what happened. He said, okay, option A, AI voices, done and dusted. I put it through a machine. I tweak it a bit till it sounds good. I put it in the cartoon. Option B, I post on Twitter. I wait a month. I get a few people with Yeti microphones who holler and hoot and holler and spend 3 months waiting for them to turn in their lines. I try to make it sound good, but I can't because they're using shitty microphones. And then 2 years later, I have an animation that's done. Which would you choose? Would you choose Yeti microphone 2 years done, or I'm going to do it tomorrow with AI voices?
People who think AI is plagiarism are some of the biggest that history has ever imagined.
But I bring it up because Vivzy tweeted, and she's like, dude, this is so uncool. You can post on Twitter and you'll get like 50 people with Yeti mics who will do it for free. And I'm like, Vivzy, you entitled you don't understand the indie scene. You come from money. You've never had to work a day in your life. Vivzy, please.
It's because
sit down, the adults are talking.
The current soy opinion is that AI is plagiarism because it needs to use reference material from people's voices or art.
Also that it's a computer and therefore nobody can own it because it creates itself.
It's not even that. People are like, wow, I'm so mad because my painting was used as a reference for AI art. Like, that's not how it works. The AI is trained to detect patterns that exist within an art and then replicate it. It's not fucking plagiarism any more than you fucking jerking off to My Little Pony and then making vaguely My Little Pony styled art is fucking plagiarism, you fucking...
I'm more so mad that Vivzy has an opinion on something she knows nothing about. It's like a toddler bursting down the doors of the Congress and saying, I'm gonna run things from now on. She just kind of lucked into having a multi-million-dollar franchise.
Yeah, because she had an extremely rich and influential mom who could afford to...
Send her to a New York art school.
Okay, What
are you doing?
Let's not pretend that art school is the thing that made Vivzy popular, because...
To be fair, you make connections with other artists.
Her literal billionaire mom could afford to do marketing for her fucking cringy daughter's stupid animation. Like, let's be honest.
Look, we need to tap into a hot topic market. Vivzy just kind of has her finger on the pulse of the zeitgeist of the hot topic people, and so therefore panders every chance she gets. She got the sex star. She's got the demons. There's screenshots of upcoming episodes and concept art where the angels are just douchebags, and it's like, oh, look at me doing a real fucking unique thing. Oh, angels are assholes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but before shit even got started,
yeah.
Like, nowadays, Hazbin Hotel can just organically market itself, but there's a reason why everyone in the world knew what Hazbin Hotel was, and it's because her mom could afford to buy really expensive marketing.
It also got plenty of word of mouth from the Hot Topic kids, but I get where you're coming from.
No, it did not.
Hot Topic kids posted it on Facebook.
If you pay enough money, then you can get it into people's faces, and once it's in people's faces, it'll organically continue to be in people's faces.
Left trigger, release, and put again auto aim.
If you donate, if your incredibly rich producer parents dumps fucking $2 million into marketing, then after everyone's already seen it, it'll continue to market itself. That's the trick.
That's fair.
That's the trick.
All it takes is like 5 people to tell 5 friends, and literally you've already got like 1 million people, right? I mean, I'm not far off. It's like 9 steps, but yeah, basically. The thing is, look, she knows the Hot Topic crowd. She's pandering, and she's like, I'm gonna get these fucking little teenagers with their McDonald's job to donate money to my Patreon, and then to make my other dreams come true.
I ain't saying that there isn't pandering.
You're not in their disguise. You can't just... You're a security guard. You're the antithesis of a robber. You're getting hailed with bullets, and you're just like,
I'm not saying that she didn't tap into a zeitgeist for real. But what I am saying is that if you make something that appeals to
yeah,
then it organically has to go 1 tells 5 and those 5 tell 5 more. But if your parent is an astronomically rich television producer, then you can start that process by paying 1 million to tell 5 and just get an absolute kickstart on the whole process of being fucking
Vivzy
is yes.
Something about her peeved me off from like the moment I realized what was happening. Because Helluva Boss, here's what she did. She released the pilot. It became incredibly popular, and she shopped around for producers because everyone wanted a piece of the pie. And she eventually settled on A24 because, you know, indie, they probably give a better cut than everyone else towards like the director. The director. So she settled on A24. They probably had an NDA, so she signed a non-disclosure, and then she went radio silent on it for fucking 4 years. But here's the thing. She still had a Patreon. She was still raking in money for the hypothetical work that was being done on Hazbin Hotel, but in secret, for a year, she was doing the pilot for Helluva Boss. Now, where did she get that money? I'm not saying directly from Patreon, but wouldn't that be just the perfect situation to take that money and just kind of float it for a minute? But she makes Helluva Boss, and then Helluva Boss comes out, people love it. Not as much as Hazbin, but enough, so she makes episode 2. 3, 4. She does it one by one. She does not put a season into production. She puts an episode into production. She does that over and over. She hires indie artists. She has people work for free. She makes so much fucking money, and everyone else does not. And she has a really popular series that keeps going, that gets worse and worse as time goes on. And she's just raking in the dough.
I mean, the incredible part is that...
What was he doing?
Both Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss are incredibly fucking cringe.
Helluva Boss episode 1 was fine. Episode 6 of season 1 was fine, but everything else is awful.
They're both fucking cringe.
Look, man, I'll be honest, I fucking love episode 6. It's the only one that's written with, like, a plot structure, and it's not just meandering bullshit.
They're both fucking cringe.
They just released episode 7 of season 1 after episode 4 of season 2 came out because Kesha was in a lawsuit, and they couldn't release it because Kesha voice acts one of the characters. And it's the worst episode ever made because the main character just goes to a party, gets drunk, and then the main character's surrogate adopted daughter gets drunk, and then they say, wow, you're really drunk, and he's like, I like being drunk, I have problems, man, I have a dark history, man, I have a troubled past, man, and she's like, wow, I guess you're okay to drink. And then Kesha shows up and is like, are you a cool dude? And the Luna's like, I'm not a cool dude, actually, I'm a boss bitch, and they walk out, and it's the... it's the season finale. Nothing happens. Vivsy has written 2 episodes of the series she heads.
The gayest shit I ever heard, TBH.
You can kind of tell what kind of woman she is because she constantly writes in, like, plots where people get in pain and they're sexually turned on by it. Like, Stolas gets tortured with a big knife, and he keeps getting stabbed, and he's like, oh, I love getting
I'm gonna be
fucked
honest,
with big knives.
I've never watched Hazbin Hotel or Helluva Boss, but one time I went into a Gary's Mod RP server for Hazbin Hotel.
No.
And I